The Target 12 investigators are uncovering new details tonight about the criminal charges filed against another former Rhode Island lawmaker.
And last week, former state representative John Carnevale turned himself in on perjury charges filed in the wake of a Target 12 investigation. And this morning, we learned state police arrested former state representative Peter Palumbo on accusations of embezzlement.
Target 12 investigator Walt Buteau has been covering Palumbo for years. He was at the former lawmaker's arraignment this morning and joins us live outside Providence District Court with the latest tonight. Walt?
No comment from Peter Palumbo as he left the courtroom on personal recognizance, $5,000 personal recognizance. Both the charges, embezzlement and filing the false document, connected to bank accounts he was supposed to use for his campaigns. 20-year state representative Peter Palumbo entered the courtroom in handcuffs. At one point during the 28-second hearing, the Cranston Democrat slowly bowed his head before leaving. This March 2015 audit of Palumbo's campaign account by the Board of Elections initiated the state police investigation. The key finding, according to state police, is about $59,000 that was allegedly withdrawn without documentation or explanation. State police say they discovered about $16,000 was withdrawn from Palumbo's account from ATMs at casinos around the country over a 5-year time frame. Meanwhile, a federal investigation remains open into the details surrounding a beach concession stand contract. Palumbo won it while still a state representative, but later gave up the opportunity. It was awarded to former Democratic Party Chairman David Caprio, who hired Palumbo to run it. And tonight at 6, we will dig into the details of that beach concession contract. With the Target 12 investigators in Providence, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.
Target 12 investigators with details on the arrest of a former state rep. This is the second time this week a former state lawmaker has been arrested.
Former Representative Peter Palumbo is facing a pair of charges including embezzling tens of thousands of dollars from his campaign account. The
Target 12 investigator Walt Buteau is live with the details.
This is a copy of the Board of Elections audit that prompted the investigation. According to state police, Peter Palumbo did not account for about $59,000 in spending from his campaign account. That included, according to state police, $16,000 withdrawn from casino ATMs from across the country.
Thank you, Ron.
55-year-old Peter Palumbo was freed from the handcuffs and released on personal recognizance after the brief hearing. The former state rep had no comment on the embezzlement and filing of false document charges. In 2014, after 20 years in office, the Cranston Democrat lost his re-election bid as controversy swirled around a state beach concession contract. The $1.7 million agreement was awarded to Palumbo while he was in office. He withdrew his name, and former Democratic Party Chairman David Caprio won the contract, hiring Palumbo to run the concession stands. Palumbo had held the concession contracts for about 9 years before a law change made it illegal for General Assembly members to hold state contracts. A hearing on an ethics complaint connected to that beach concession contract is scheduled for next month. With the Target 12 investigators, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.